Morning to you. Many thanks for joining us on Daybreak Sport this beautiful Wednesday morning. It's the midweek edition of the show. We're excited to be here this morning as we kickstart from the Nigerian Premier Football League, where Rivers United Football Club of Port Harcourt has officially begun preparation for the new season. Under the guidance of their head coach, Finidi George, the team held its first full training session on Monday at the Adoke Amaesimaka Stadium's main bowl, with about 25 players in attendance. The technical crew and support staff warmly welcomed the players back and, of course, went on to charge them to mentally prepare for the challenges ahead. Recall that Rivers United finished second in the recent concluded MPFL season and secured their spot in the prestigious CAF Champions League. Well, the first phase of their training, of course, has commenced, involving both players and officials. Well, don't forget that Rivers United and Remo Stars, who finished champions, will be representing Nigeria in the CAF Champions League. Well, in the same vein, let's cross to the CAF Confederations Cup, where Abia Warriors, their players have started preparations and, of course, started reporting back to camp as preparations get underway for their debut in the continental competition. Well, the Umaya-based club secured a place in the CAF Confederations Cup following their third place finish in the recently concluded 2024-2025 MPFL season. And, of course, they are waiting for the second team that will join them in that competition, and that's the winner of the President Federations Cup. Well, to make sure that they are adequately prepared for the continental engagement that kicks off later this year, but players and officials will commence the first phase of their training this week. Let me inform you that CAF is yet to release the preliminary draw. An Abia Warriors opponent is still unknown at the moment. But it's important that the first phase of training starts immediately so that the boys will be in full shape. From Abia State, let's cross to Akwa Ibom this morning, where Akwa Ibom State Commissioner for Sport Development, Elder Paul Bassey, has announced the immediate dissolution of the management of all the 4 teams funded by the state government, talking about their football clubs, of course, following the conclusion of the 2024-2025 NPFL and NNL season. The 4 football clubs owned and funded by Akwa Ibom State government are Akwa United Football Club, Dakada Football Club, Ibom Angels Football Club, and Ibom Youth Football Club. Elder Paul Bassey, the Commissioner for Sports in the state, announced the dissolution of the management teams during a meeting held with representatives of the 4 clubs in Uyo yesterday, and directed that the chairman and secretaries of the 4 concerned clubs should submit their handover notes to the ministry in 2 weeks' time. Elder Paul Bassey informed them that the move to dissolve the management teams of the clubs is part of a broader effort to reposition sport in the state for greater success, in line with the vision of the governor of the state. Well, let's move away from Akwa Ibom State this morning and cross over to the President Federation Cup. The final is set to take place next week, and the team you see on your screen right there, Kwara United, are preparing really hard. The Emir of Ilori, Dr. Ibrahim Sulugambari, CFR, has charged Kwara United players to remain focused and determined ahead of their President Federation Cup final match against Abakaliki Football Club. Sulugambari gave the charge during the team's courtesy visit to the palace in Ilori. He assured the club of his full support in their quest for glory. Kwara United will battle Abakaliki Football Club at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena, Onikon, in Lagos on Saturday, the 29th day in the month of June 2025. Both teams will be making their first appearance in the final of the competition. The winner will represent Nigeria in the CAF Confederations Cup next season. Will it be Abakaliki FC? Will it be Kwara United? Only time will tell. Don't forget that Abakaliki FC are playing in the lower division of the Nigerian Premier Football League. Let's move away from men's football this morning. Let's talk about the female football. The Nigeria Women Football League, where FC Robo Queens have announced a resumption date ahead of the 2025-2026 Nigeria Women Football League season. The Lagos-based club have set Monday, the 30th day in the month of June 2025 as a resumption date for the new season. FC Robo Queens made the announcement in a statement signed by the club's head coach yesterday, that's Emmanuel Ohassan. Of course, FC Robo Queens missed out on a place in the season-ending Super 6 playoffs last season. It wasn't a good season for them, but then they are already preparing for the new season. Wish them all the best as they look to compete with the big girls in the coming season. This time around, let's talk about the national team, still with female football, and let's talk about the Super Falcons of Nigeria as they prepare for the WAFCON coming up next month. The Super Falcons provisional list for the 2024 WAFCON tournament in Morocco will be released in the coming days after their head coach, Justin Madugu, submitted his list to the Nigeria Football Federation yesterday. Nigeria will be seeking a 10th continental title at the tournament, which will be played from the 5th to the 26th of July. Madugu's side are in Group B, where they will face Tunisia, Algeria, and Botswana. The Super Falcons of Nigeria will begin their quest for the title they last won in 2018 on the 6th of July with an opening Group B match against Tunisia at the Zoli Stadium in Casablanca. And less than a month before the start of the tournament, the Super Falcons of Nigeria will be heading to Portugal for the final phase of preparations, where they will also face their Portuguese counterpart in a friendly game next Monday. Madugu is leading the team to the first major tournament after taking over from American coach Randy Waldron. Now, meanwhile, the Nigerian Football Federation yesterday says it has set in motion a media campaign for the Super Falcons of Nigeria ahead of the WAFCON, nicknamed Mission X, to mobilize and galvanize Nigeria football fans home and abroad to support the Super Falcons' quest for a 10th WAFCON title in Morocco next month. Nigeria have actually won 9 of 12 championships that have been contested since CAF launched the event back in 1998 to become Africa's most decorated women's national team. Of course, it is a big deal, and it's important that we mobilize everyone and ensure that our girls win the competition for a 10th time. No doubt about it, the biggest and the best female football team on the continent of Africa. But what do we say when we get to the global stage? Away from that, let's jump to the world of football and move and talk about this young man right here. And that's Victor Osimhen, who has won the Turkish Super League goal of the season for the 2024-2025 season. Osimhen won the award for his superb bicycle kick against Antalyaspor. The spectacular strike came in stoppage time of his club Galatasaray's 3-0 win at the Rams Park. It was the Nigeria international's third goal for the Yellow and Reds. Well, the 26-year-old finished as top scorer in the league with 26 goals. Victor Osimhen joined Galatasaray on a season-long loan deal from Napoli last September. And as you can see on your screen, what a goal from Victor Osimhen in that particular game. What a beautiful bicycle kick. Moving straight to the Premier League this morning, where we understand that 380 Premier League fixtures for next season will be released at 9 a.m. Today. And that's all the fixtures for the coming season. Before we go quickly, results of matches played in the ongoing Club World Cup yesterday. And there you have all the results right there on your screen, with Fulham and Borussia Dortmund playing a goalless draw. And that's sports this beautiful Wednesday morning. Thanks for watching.